Well then, this is something a little different. Now then, hello everyone, this is Haruka, and this is the Bongcheon-Dong Ghost. If you've been on the internet as long as I have, then you should know this Korean urban legend as well as I do. Even though, to be honest, I've never read the story myself, so I'm diving in with a little bit of experience. With that said, however, let's get to reading. This story is based on true eyewitness accounts. Ah, yes. I'm sure to trust something that's an urban legend. Now then. It was around 11:10 that night. I was dragging myself home exhausted after a tiring night's study sessions at school. If I have any Korean viewers in my audience, do school hours really last that long over there? And I thought Heavy Joe training hours were very strict. Now then. But there was no one on the street, which I thought was strange. I usually see a lot of people at night since my apartment complex is pretty big. Very well. Anyways, feeling scared, I kept looking down on the ground while walking home. Not a good idea. Suddenly, a shadow stretching toward me caught my eyes, although there wasn't anyone around me. Well then, that should be an immediate red flag. And I mean immediate! Keep reading on then, I guess. I looked up to see who there was, and I saw a woman walking in front of me, but she looked a little strange. I could say that she looked crippled. She was limping and struggling to walk in front of me. Well then, I hate to say that it's a red flag, but it's a blood red flag, especially when someone doesn't look or sound normal. Now then. Since she was walking very slow, I soon caught up with her. Up close, I was able to see her even better. Not good. She was wearing dirty pink pajamas and looked as if all of her joints in her body had been twisted. Worse, her hair was a mess and was sticking out to everywhere. Well then, that should really be a red flag, dear. It seemed so weird that I stopped walking. I felt like I shouldn't get any closer to her, nor did I have the guts to pass her by. None of that! None of that, please! You know, people say that if you're really surprised, you can't even scream. That was right. I froze there, not being able to move at all. Where is my baby? My thoughts were racing to her question. Oh my God, I don't even know what I was thinking when I did that. It still gives me chills thinking that moment. Well, I would be frightened too if a woman snapped her neck 180 degrees behind herself. Unless you're Sadako Yamamura or Kayako Saiki, that shit ain't normal. If you'll pardon the improper use of grammar, but still. What are you going to do? I answered, pointing as far as I could. Oh, over there. Trying to trick a spirit? That's not very wise of you. I just wanted her to get away from me. Fair enough in all things considered. And there she goes. Then she had limped toward where I'd pointed to, and I couldn't see her anymore. Well done! You successfully foiled Spirit. Or have you? Fearing that I might run into her again, I tried to run around and leave that apartment complex. Again, very good decision. I couldn't think of anything but to get a place where there would be people around. Oh, please, this is a horror story. Where do you think you are in a video game? At that moment... Why do I feel like I'm going to get jump scared? She is not here. I heard her screaming from far away. Ah! Like I said, none of that, ma'am. Although I must say, scrub the blood off of your face, then maybe you could find a potential mate. Depends on what you're into. Male, female, non-binary. I mean, you could get anyone with that sort of look. Minus all the blood. Although I must say, this is very unpleasant to look at. I don't remember anything from then on. I heard that my neighbor found me passed out on the ground and took me home. So you're saying you're not dead? You tried to fool a spirit. How did you not die? Well, I suppose that's some sort of happy ending. In 2007, at an apartment complex in Bongcheon-Dong, Gwanok-gu, Seoul, a 33-year-old woman jumped off the apartment and died on the spot. My! Known as Surnamed Cho, a divorcee due to her extramarital affair, she had lost her custody of her 2-year-old daughter and then decided to commit suicide. Well, that's unfortunate. After that incident, Cho was seen walking around that apartment complex several times. So that's it then? Quite the engaging story, I must say. Well done. The urban legend of the Bongcheon-Dong Ghost sure does live up to its name. Even though it's rather unfortunate how that urban legend spawned. Now then, if you lovely folks enjoyed the Bongcheon-Dong Ghost, I will leave a link in the description below to read it for yourselves. And if you lovely folks enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and a comment to let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, my lovely subjects,